a song about Harry Potter. He's not here, I'm sorry. I know, everything's better with Hank. Alright. So Q has two best friends, Ben and Radar. Ben, of course, is a guy who believes deep down inside his heart that the surest path to the affection of a woman is to call her a honey bunny. And Radar is this African-American kid who's a semi-professional editor of a website that's identical in every way to Wikipedia, except it's called Omnictionary. A lot of people have asked me if I called it Omnictionary because I was afraid of Wikipedia suing me. That is, of course, ludicrous. No one in all of human history has less grounds to sue anyone for anything. I called it Omnictionary for, fancy literary reasons. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna read a little bit from chapter 1. I was still thinking. Oh wait, no. Dang it. Ben can't find a date to prom. Ben started outlining plans for finding a date. Thanks, Randy. Sorry. But I was only half listening because through the thickening mass of humanity crowding the hallway, I could see Margot Roth Spiegelman. She was next to her locker, standing beside her boyfriend, Jake. She wore a white skirt to her knees and a blue print top. I could see her collarbone. She was laughing at something hysterical, her shoulders bent forward, her big eyes crinkling at their corners, her mouth open wide. But it didn't seem to be anything Jake had said, because she was looking away from him, across the hallway to a bank of lockers. I followed her eyes and saw Becca Arrington draped all over some baseball player like she was an ornament and he a Christmas tree. I smiled at Margot, even though I knew she couldn't see me. Bro, you should just hit that. Forget about Jake, Ben said. God, that is one candy-coated honey bunny. As we walked, I kept taking glances at her through the crown, quick snapshots, the photographic series entitled Perfection Stands Still While Mortals Walk Past. As I got closer, I thought maybe she wasn't laughing after all. Maybe she'd received a surprise or a gift or something. She couldn't seem to close her mouth. Yeah, I said to Ben, still not listening, still trying to see as much of her as I could without being too obvious. It wasn't even that she was so pretty. She was just so awesome. Amateur hour. Everybody else turns off their cell phone. It's Sarah.
Answer it. On speaker.
I'm doing the show. There's a bunch of people here. I love you back. I thought that was sweet. They like that. Anything else nice? No, I'm doing the show right now. People in the room. Okay, yeah, I will. Thanks. Bye. Take care. She was like, oh, return to it. She's like, they turned off the ring, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore.
What's that ringtone, John?
It's Jonathan Colton's Baby Got Back. Jonathan Colton did a great cover of the Sir Mix-a-Lot song. It's an American classic. She was just so awesome in a literal sense. And then we were too far past her, too many people walking between her and me, and I never even got close enough to hear her speak or understand whatever the hilarious surprise had been. Ben shook his head because he had seen her see me. He had seen me see her, it's right in the book, 1,000 times, and he was used to it. Honestly, she's hot, but she's not that hot. You know who's seriously hot? Who? I asked. Lacey, he said, who is Margot's other best friend. Also your mom. Now I'm going to skip ahead. Those of you who've read the book know why. And then we were at our lockers. Radar was leaning against Ben's locker, typing into a handheld device. So you're going to prom, I said to him. He looked up and then back down. I'm devandalizing the Omnictionary article about a former Prime Minister of France. Last night, someone deleted the entire entry and then replaced it with the sentence, Jacques Chirac is a gay. Which, as it happens, is incorrect both factually and grammatically. Radar is a big-time editor of this online user-created reference source called Omnictionary. His whole life is devoted to the maintenance and well-being of it. This was but one of several reasons why his having a date to prom was somewhat surprising. So you're going to prom, I repeated. Sorry, he said without looking up. It was a well-known fact that I was opposed to prom. Absolutely nothing about any of it appealed to me. Not slow dancing, not fast dancing, not the dresses, and definitely not the rented tuxedo. Renting a tuxedo seemed to me an excellent way to contract some hideous disease from its previous tenant, and I did not aspire to become the world's only virgin with pubic lice. Bro, Ben said to Radar, the fresh honeys know about the Bloody Ben story. Radar put the handheld away finally and nodded sympathetically. So anyway, Ben continued, my two remaining strategies are either to purchase a prom date on the internet or fly to Missouri and kidnap some nice little corn-fed honey bunny. I tried telling Ben that honey bunny sounded more sexist than retro cool, but he refused to abandon the practice. He called his own mother a honey bunny. I'll ask Angela if she knows anybody, Radar said, although getting you a date to prom will be harder than turning lead into gold. Getting you a date to prom is so hard that the hypothetical idea itself is actually used to cut diamonds. Radar tapped the locker twice with his fist to express his approval, and then came back with another. Ben, getting you a date to prom is so hard that the American government believes that the problem cannot be solved with diplomacy, but will instead require force. The California joke. It doesn't play in Plano. But I was trying to think of another one when all three simultaneously saw the human-shaped container of anabolic steroids known as Chuck Parson walking toward us with some intent. I think I'll stop there.